Hey guys, welcome. This is your host Yuvraj. Isn't science incredible? When we look up at the night sky, we see a vast, dark canvas sprinkled with tiny points of light. Most of those are stars, incredibly far away. But a few of those wandering lights are planets, our neighbors in the solar system. We know about Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. They're bright and have been known for thousands of years. But way out there, past Saturn, is a planet that's truly one of a kind. I'm talking about Uranus. It's a giant, icy world that holds some of the most fascinating secrets in our celestial neighborhood. Uranus is not just another ball of gas, it's a planet that decided to do things its own way, spinning on its side like a rolling barrel. Uranus is what we call an ice giant. Now don't get confused and think it's a giant ice cube floating in space. That would be cool, but it's a bit more complex. Its atmosphere is made mostly of hydrogen and helium, just like the gas giants Jupiter and Saturn, but deep inside Uranus is different. It's made of a hot, dense fluid of icy materials, water, methane, and ammonia, all swirling around a small, rocky core. For most of human history, we thought the solar system ended with Saturn. The 6 planets, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn were all visible to the naked eye. But on the night of March 13, 1781, everything changed. An astronomer named William Herschel was in his backyard in Bath, England using a powerful new telescope he had built himself. He wasn't looking for a planet, he was simply mapping the stars, which is a very scientific and patient thing to do. As he scanned a part of the sky, he noticed something peculiar, a faint object that didn't look quite like a star. Unlike the sharp, twinkling points of stars, this object appeared as a small, fuzzy disk. Herschel was a meticulous observer. He watched it night after night and noticed that it was moving slowly against the background of fixed stars. What really makes Uranus stand out from the crowd is its extreme axial tilt. Think about it, most planets spin like a top, more or less upright as they orbit the sun, but Uranus is tilted by a whopping 98 degrees. This means it essentially orbits the sun on its side. When people think of planets with rings, Saturn almost always steals the show with its magnificent, bright, and icy rings. But did you know that Uranus has rings too? They're just much darker and harder to see. The rings of Uranus weren't discovered until 1977, and honestly, it happened by accident, which is how some of the best discoveries are made. But a planet isn't just its rings, it's also its family of moons. And Uranus has a lot of them. To date, we know of 27 moons orbiting the ice giant. These moons aren't named after figures from Roman mythology like Jupiter's or Saturn's moons. Instead, they follow a more literary tradition, with names taken from the works of William Shakespeare and Alexander Pope. The most fascinating of these is Miranda. When the Voyager 2 spacecraft flew by in 1986, it sent back pictures of a moon that looked like it had been smashed to pieces and then haphazardly reassembled. Uranus remains one of the most enigmatic planets in our solar system, largely because we have only visited it once. That flyby was by the Voyager 2 spacecraft way back in 1986. It gave us our first and only up-close look at this sideways world, but a flyby is kind of like driving past a fascinating city on the highway. You only get a fleeting glimpse. To truly understand Uranus, we need to go back. One of the biggest mysteries is Uranus's strange magnetic field. On Earth, our magnetic field is pretty well aligned with our spin axis. A compass points roughly north. But Uranus's magnetic field is a complete mess. There are so many questions left to answer. Why does Uranus not radiate more heat than it receives from the sun, unlike the other giant planets? What are its dark rings and strange blue ring made of? What created the wild, jumbled terrain on its moon Miranda? And what can Uranus and its neighbor Neptune, the 2 ice giants, tell us about the thousands of exoplanets we are now discovering around other stars? Many of these newly found planets appear to be ice giant-sized, so understanding Uranus is key to understanding planetary formation across the entire galaxy. It's not just about one planet, it's about our place in the cosmos. The next great chapter in planetary science could be written in the pale blue light of Uranus. And honestly, that is an incredibly exciting thought. Let's go exploring.